Call number.
Hello.
Vern?
Copernicus? Is that you?
Yeah, help me out of here.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam. Swinging by your toes over a tiger cage?
All I know is I'm in the trunk of a car.
Locked in a trunk? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. How'd you manage that?
I was trapped by the man with many eyes.
I sincerely doubt that. The fact that I'm hearing your voice now suggests otherwise.
He's got her though, I need to rescue her.
Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper. Way too strong. You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him.
There's a spell? What spell?
Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus?
Yeah, the lot one, in the mailbox.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I haven't found the key.
Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus. Inside, you'll find out who you really are.
Can we start out by getting me out of this trunk?
Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on. See, cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious.
Nope, there's no latch.
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them?
There's
It's a
one.
little gizmo with some wires.
Got him.
Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you.
Okay, Paul.
Got them?
Yeah.
What color are the lights?
Red.
We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward. Gotta run now. Good luck to you, kid.
Oh no, so I gotta get the green one. Bugger me. No, I need green and purple there, don't I? So purple there. Purple. Green. Green. No. I don't know, where does it? Purple. No. A plus and a negative. Oh, you can't have. You have plus and negatives, didn't you? So plus to negative. So that's right. Circle to circle. Plus to plus needs to go. So you go plus to plus. plus, plus. Minus to minus. And you go green to, that's a plus, so that to that. Now that to that. That to that. Negative to that. And that don't work. Or is it the other way around? Is it plus to negative? That needs a circle, doesn't it? So I circle one to that. That's a circle. That to that. That to that. Is it blue to that? That to... no. No. Right. Okay, so what's I put two? Two should go with that one. 3. That needs to go with -1, doesn't it? Boom. 4 needs to go with... oh, boom. I'm reckoning that needs to go with the other C. Which means that needs to go with the last one. How did I end up in your trunk?
ما أدري شو بدي تسوي بسيارتي بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راح تسح بعدين.
Well, I don't know your... mate, what you saying? English?
English. آسف. ما أدري هاي مو صدق.
Oh my god.
بس أنا أشعر به.
I don't know, dude.
كاني من صدق حجة سعر.
Wait
كل
a
شيء
second.
هنا إلها دلالة رمزية. السترن.
I don't know what you're saying. I can't understand you. Excuse me.
هسه حتى لو أحد
I don't know what you're
السيارة
saying.
من كيف تمشي عدل.
Oh my god.
إيه معود على كيفك. أريد أوقف.
What's he saying? Does anyone understand him? Hello? Oh mate, I wish I understood you. Is there any like language? Translate drivers. How? Oh, radio. What's this?
And the sweet fireflies, they dance in the night. They are stumbling on my way.
What the heck?
To you. I'm sitting here, my gaze is drifting over the horizon. And I lost my memory on the only way over to nowhere.
How did I get here?
How would I know? It's not even my car.
What? Why are you driving it then?
No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night.
What is going on?
Trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep.
I know you're the next guard.
What do you mean? Whose guard? Yours?
Every driver it turns out we've met before.
Now I know you must be an English speaker. The only people in the world convinced that every story revolves around them.
Wow.
Who are you, anyway?
I asked you first. What's your name, anyway?
I'm not sure, actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir.
I'm called Copernicus.
Copernicus, huh?
Copernicus, yeah.
Suddenly, this doesn't seem so arbitrary.
So he's in the same situation as us. What makes you say that?
Never heard of Ibn al-Shatir? A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools. One of the forefathers of astronomy. In many ways a predecessor to...
Copernicus.
Yes, that's right.
Wake up. Funny, that's my name in here anyway.
Copernicus. Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolved around the earth. Two dreamers who had the conviction that their unique consciousness is not the only thing in the center of the universe. Maybe you're not just part of my story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
How is that possible?
How should I know? Somehow the streams have crossed. Disturbance in space-time continuum.
Well, that's telling me to wake up. Backpack, I got all these still. Still can't unlock this. I got all this stuff. Let's talk to him. So, what are you dreaming about?
Me? Yes, safety. Place far away from wars. From bombings. From the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news, you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me.
What kind of gangsters?
The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law because he worked as a translator for the US military. Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice.
Did they find your brother-in-law?
Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few years passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later, when I woke up in a Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off there and told the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident.
So, was that the moment you decided to leave?
Yes. After that, I couldn't stay.
Tell me about your escape.
The women in my family, my mother, my sisters, they were the only ones who knew.
How did you flee?
I got on a plane to Istanbul, where my cousin lived. He took me to Izmir, where the smugglers are. They're easy to find. I bought a space on a vessel, headed to Mytilene, Greece, the closest harbor in Europe.
Were you worried about getting ripped off?
No. They had a system that you would pay your money to a broker, and he'd give you a token. Once you go to the other side, you show the token. Only then does the broker pay the smuggler. We couldn't leave for 5 days. Too many Greek army ships in the sea. Every morning, getting up at 3:30 to make a go of it. By the 5th day, I was so tired of waiting that I wasn't even scared to get on board any longer. Finally, impatience had overtaken fear.
Tell me what happened next.
We did not make it to Europe. A boat pulls up next to us. People are trying to understand what's going on, but the men on the ship only speak Greek. At first, people are worried that it's pirates. They take everything from the passengers. Sometimes protect the passengers themselves. Sometimes just ram the boat and laugh as it sinks.
Jeez.
But no, these are police, it turns out. They take us back to Turkey, where I'm waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Of course, I did not remember all this in my dreams at first. These were things I remembered from clues I found along the highway.
Sounds familiar.
I've dreamed this highway, this car before, many times.
What happens in this dream of yours?
Always a long drive, always danger. Sometimes I'm smuggled in the trunk, sometimes I'm driving. Always checkpoints, inspections, betrayal, always from someone who pretends to be my friend.
Sounds similar to my dreams in a way.
What is your dream about?
I'm not sure, maybe just relationship troubles.
A breakup? That's it?
Or maybe a kidnapping, maybe worse.
Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped? Who's this person that's been taken away from you?
My girlfriend.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway.
Yeah, there's a photo in my backpack. Let's give it you so you can see.
I know her. The same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her at the gas station a few miles back.
That's not her, that's a decoy.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here?
It was supposed to be a trap, it backfired.
I'd say. You're lucky nobody got hurt.
So she's not in danger?
Yes, that's right. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by two men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat.
What did they look like?
One man was wearing an orange vest. He seemed to be in charge. Another, shorter guy next to him. Mean looking, like a shrew.
Orange vest, so it was all a trap.
A trap? So they were looking for you?
I think so.
Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck.
The main guy, did you happen to notice if he had a bracelet with circles around his arm?
No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him.
8 fingers?
Something like that. 8 fingers. 8 digits, maybe.
8 digits. It's me. I have his phone number.
Uh-huh. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you?
Yeah, why?
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box opened.
On these? Did you see which direction they headed in?
No, I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds there are suddenly?
What do you make of it?
I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly.
What the
Turn
heck?
on the radio and see if you can find a weather report. My God! Get that thing off the window!
What the
Get it
frick?
off! Get it off!
Turn.
It seems to be changing the weather conditions.
Sunny sky. Sunny sky.
Dr. Zest presents Interstate Riddle Hour. Dr. Zest, the Central Valley's favorite raisin cola, welcomes you to a daily hour of suspense and mystery. With baffling riddles and maddening hints that will leave you scanning the highway for answers and questioning your own sanity. With your hostess, Darling, F.
Sunny sky. Sunny sky.
Raisin Cola.
Sunny sky. Sunny sky. Sunny sky. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy 72 degrees, with mild breezes throughout the day.
Suddenly, it's sunny. It's not working. They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
Okay, let's change it.
Level 3 thunderstorm. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Damaging winds are causing some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure...
Looks like tornado conditions now.
There you go.
Look, the tornado. It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds off the car, but it's not strong enough.
Warning, tornado.
It worked. Ah, good riddance.
Oh, that was cool.
Look, that was very strange, even for this place.
What was all that about?
I don't know. It seemed they were spying, searching for something. Did you notice? What do you know about these guys? The ones who are after you?
The leader has lots of eyes, like 10.
Seems he had a few extra to spare for the tumbleweeds.
That's why I was asking about the bracelet earlier.
I see. What else?
Well, I have a business card.
Oh, let's see.
Show it in my backpack. Business card.
Balkan tours.
You know them.
Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But... that's another story. He had come across these Balkan tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to have them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too.
Jeez.
There were strange stories.
Serbia. My girlfriend was there last summer.
Did she mention anything about these Balkan tours to you?
No, she never mentioned that name.
Yes, I guess merely the fact that you ever saw her again suggests otherwise. Still, it seems like a connection.
I think she met him somehow and has been texting him.
Well, I hope she hasn't fallen into their hands now. Some of the stories circulating around refugee camps in Serbia at this time. I only heard bits and pieces. Nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their minds and never coming back.
The man with mirror eyes.
Yes. People who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about.
Can I unlock that? Can I do that? No.
Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rooms full of eyes.
What? I need to do something to help her.
Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the tumbleweeds were on their payroll. Make no mistake, these guys are dangerous.
Okay, what do you suggest I do then?
Honestly, I have no idea. But tangling with Balkan tours right now would be suicide. I mean, it's what they want, isn't it?
Yeah, they want to trap me and get the box.
Right. Where did you get the box?
My girlfriend gave it to me.
They must be worried about what's inside. Worried it will expose them, all the things they've done, to her and to all the other people they've hurt.
So what's the plan? Where are we going?
I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile.
Where are we going exactly?
My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle? She was the only young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would ask me that when I was putting her to bed.
Why did you tell her?
The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story.
Oh yes, these cutscenes are brilliant.
There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there and look out at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child, I was told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home, where the sky was farther from the earth, where the pandanus tree can grow high enough to be woven. So, they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break. But the Fijians adjusted. They built their entire civilization out of rubber. Rubber houses with rubber beds that would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed. But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil, the kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia, who finds the source of all the earthquakes.
What happens in the fairy tale version?
So Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break. Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Konothi se auton.
What does she say?
Konothi se auton. It's actually Greek. Rolls right off the tongue, no?
Coyote Siaton.
Okay, that was interesting. Can you say that again?
Coyote Siaton.
All the mirror eyes closed.
This is the spell Vern said I'd need.
Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it now.
Oh,
Do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call.
it's the same number that was on my girlfriend's phone.
Ready to put your spell to use?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, but it's not mine, it belongs to the waitress.
Even better. So, here's the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour.
A tour? What kind of tour?
Doesn't matter. A tour of the Badlands, whatever. Just something to get close enough to them, to find out what's going on. Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger. But don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
Okay.
Dial the number.
Holy crap, okay. This is mad.
Yeah.
Is this Balkan Tours?
Yep. What can I help you with?
I'd like to take a tour of the Badlands.
That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90?
Yeah, I am.
Alright. I'll pick you up in an hour.
How about I come to you instead?
You don't have a car, do you?
How do you know that?
Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour.
How will I find you?
Don't worry. I'll find you.
So, it worked then?
Hey, what's happening to you?
Isn't that how these things normally work in the stories of this country?
What do you mean?
Other characters shows up, imparts some hard-earned wisdom, then conveniently fades away.
Well, thanks for your help.
Thanks. I think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the cars of enemies. I've left something for you.
What's that? A letter.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
What? A letter from his girlfriend? And then it cuts off. Oh, that's crazy. Right, we are going to be finishing this video here. That's the end of Ride 4. Really interesting. That was really interesting. Okay, we're starting to understand a little bit now. The girlfriend went on holiday, ended up meeting up with some weird people who have done something to her, and because we've got this box that she brought from there, they're after us. But we're trying to remember. Okay. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching. Don't worry, Ride 5 I'll get recorded and uploaded ASAP so you guys can watch it. I'm looking forward to it myself. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.